Why do you love fishing?
Wow. Fishing, any day fishing is a good day. That's why. Whether you get a big fish or a small fish or whatever kind of fish you get, it's just wonderful to get out. So I just love fishing.
What's your favorite thing about fishing?
I think it's like you say, it's the nature. It's getting out. You're in the water and you're seeing the birds, and the loons, and maybe the wind is blowing. All of it's great. All of it's great. You're out in a boat. It's wonderful. And you're camping too, usually when you're involved in fishing, and that's another big bonus. I wanted to talk about fishing in San Jose del Cabo. A friend of mine who I called an ultra fisherman talked me into going out fishing for great big fish. We caught wahoo, and he caught a marlin almost. It got away at the end, but it was tremendous to be out in the boat and see this marlin being caught. But I caught a big wahoo and one other fish I don't recall the name of right now. But it's something I probably wouldn't have done, but he talked me into doing this. And actually, the very first time I met him, it was very interesting. We hardly had met for a few hours, and he was going to go fishing the next day in the Baja of Mexico. And he said, "Oh, come on, you got to come out with me. We'll just split the cost. It won't cost much to go in the boat." And we went out and we caught literally a bucket full of fish. And it was fantastic and fun. Again, I probably would never have done it. But I went out with a guy I didn't even really know at the time. And after that, we became good friends for many years after that. One of the special things about it too is after we caught all these fish, we got back, and of course you can't keep all these fish when you get them. You just don't have a big enough fridge. It's just too many. So the guide called some local poor people. They came to the fish place there, and we took what we wanted, took the best fish, I think, and then all the other fish were given to these Mexican families, and that's a wonderful thing. It was great. Really enjoyed that. So that's just a story that I really enjoyed, really proud of.
What's the biggest fish you've ever caught?
Well, I think the wahoo was the biggest. We also had one other trip with this ultra fisherman friend of mine. And we went out and we caught 42 pounders. And they were all about 42 pounds each fish, one after the other. They were a bottom fish, but very good eating fish. So we took one of the big fish after we caught it, took it to a restaurant, and they cooked it all up fabulous for us in various different methods and ways. And it was absolutely delicious, absolutely delicious. And again, the guide got the extra fish that we had. We got so many, we just give them to the guide, and he took them in and I think sold them at the market. But yeah, that's the biggest, 42 pounds. And with salmon fishing, we did a lot of salmon fishing when I was young, and they wouldn't be much over 25 pounds, the big ones. But I caught a few there that size. Most of them are about 15 pounds or 10 pounds, the salmon. Those are the good old days when you could catch salmon like that, which we can't. Well, you can do it now, but rarely. Yeah.
What is your earliest fishing memory?
Ooh, that's a good one. See, my dad and mom were just ferocious at camping. They camped all over British Columbia. They just went from lake to lake to lake to lake. So we fished in all of them. The earliest memory. Yeah. Loon Lake, I think, would be the earliest memory. Loon Lake is just before Clinton in the middle of British Columbia. And the lake was a really neat lake because all the fish jumped everywhere. They were always jumping around you, the fish, just like you've never seen before. And they weren't big, though. They were all about 12 inches. They're rainbow trout. And we would go up there and get really big feeds of them. It was really fantastic. That's really my most popular, earliest recognition or reminding. Yeah. Loon Lake.
Okay. I don't have any more questions that come to mind, unless you have just something you want to say.
Yeah. Like I say, any day fishing is a good day for me, that's for sure. I love eating fish, I always have. Now when we go to Egmont, it's clams and oysters that I love. They're just fresh out of the ocean, and you can get the clams and oysters, and they're just fabulous when they're fresh like that. You know they're really, really good, and it's fun just going on the boat ride and having to dig and hunt these things for yourself. So clamming and oystering is a real good bonus out there. Yeah. Other than that, about fishing, yeah, I don't want to stop. I want to keep on fishing. Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.